Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna do a couple more editing from the Lightroom, and this is the new shoot that I just posted yesterday. So I think I'm just gonna edit a couple more photos and let's get started. So the first thing, I'm gonna edit this one from the plaza in downtown San Francisco, and I'm gonna reduce the highlight, the exposure, reduce the highlight a little bit, increase a little bit more contrast, and the white reduce a little bit, add a little bit more, and you can see that as the shadow getting more, the more detail on the hair as well. You can leave it like that for now, and then later you can do the brush on it, and then let me add the mid-tone a little bit more, increase the shadow like that, and then decrease. Okay, so this looks good to me. I'm gonna double check, and I can do a little bit more of the patching in here. And later on I'm gonna use the Portraiture 3, so this is very quick. Next one, vibrance. Let's see, I don't want too much, just a little bit. Decrease the saturation. For the orange, just increase a little bit for the skin tone, and then the red. The yellow kind of like controlling on this area right here, kind of I just need to reduce those yellow. You can see sometimes you cannot see, and then just do the extreme and then adjust on the way. So I'm gonna do that, reduce the yellow so that it's more concentrated in the center. Green also, you can see the green is on the walkway in the behind also. Just reduce those color. Let's screw in here. Okay, so I'm gonna increase a little bit more contrast, and then I'm gonna edit more shadow on here on the clothing, so that it has a bit more detail from here. Just slightly, a little bit shadow, and that's good. And then reduce the highlight safe a little bit. So I'm gonna leave it at this the crop first, and then later I can crop it. So the next step, I'm gonna do the Portraiture 3. So I'm gonna edit a couple pictures just as an editing process, how I edit generally in the Lightroom. I have been using Lightroom for 4 weeks now. So far so good. I like it. Has a lot more control than the JPEG. You can sometimes save some bright highlight ones as well. So this is the one. Sometimes this a little bit dot feels a little bit distracting. What you can do is, let me see, so just do a patch here just to show you what's going on. Like maybe like that. So I'm gonna patch a little bit more so that it's not too much distraction right there. If you don't like distraction, so the eyes is the first thing landed on here. So these a little bit are fine, but that one is kind of like in the middle. So it makes the image cleaner. And so let me see, what's this one. Okay, let me do it one more time because I'm doing on the original raw file. I'm just gonna do it one more time. So yesterday I posted a behind the scene video. Thanks so much for watching on those behind the scene video, and thanks for all the great feedback. A lot of people were very impressed on the F1.2 85mm from the Canon. It's a pretty like unique lens. Oh, let me do undo. I'm gonna export an original first, just for the Instagram story, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a Instagram crop 4x5 for Instagram. So I'm gonna make it more toward the center. Like that. Slightly adjust. Yeah. Okay, so this looks good to me. Maybe increase a little bit more. So I'm gonna export, use a unique name. What I'm gonna do next is a similar vibes. So I'm gonna go back to the raw file. This one might be too bright to me. It might be different. So if I do that, I might need to reduce the exposure a little bit more. And then highlight safe. I'm gonna do another one with the highlight safe on the face. So I wanna do the highlight -7, just to reduce the highlight in here, the brightness. Okay. And then increase the contrast. And this one, because there's a lot of room already, I'm just going to directly cut to the 4x5. So directly cut to the 4x5. Okay, I'm looking at this slightly, a little bit of edge right there. I'm gonna crop the edge so that it looks cleaner. So reduce the highlight a little bit more, increase the exposure, before and after, even a little bit more. Here I can increase the fade. Let me try something. And then slightly increase the tone. Okay, so change back here. So this is a little bit more moody style. So let me export. Sorry, not export. Doing the Portraiture 3. So this is just my editing process. I'm gonna edit this one quickly and then just copy and paste to the next one so that it is fast. I found out that Lightroom is nice to copy and paste to a lot of stuff, and then it also helps the workflow from the professional shoots as well, because professional shoots in the clients like watches, sometimes there are a lot of the same watch shots in the same location, same lighting. So in those cases are very easy to just copy and paste to a whole bunch of photos together. So after I did that, I'm gonna go back to the raw file CR3. I'm shooting compressed raw in the Canon because it's almost similar to the regular raw file. So this a little bit distracting on the right hand side right here. I'm gonna just do the 4x5 cropped out that one, and make sure the head is on the top third area in here, and I leave a lot of headroom in here so that it has nice like spacing in the top, and this acts like a leading line from the left to right. So I'm gonna increase a little bit more. Okay, so this looks good to me. Go back to the Portraiture 3 and then edit. So I'm gonna go back to the Portraiture 3, and later on I'm gonna edit one beach style shot just for you, how I got that shot. So later I'm gonna go back to the later after this shot. Just a moment. So I'm gonna export to there, and let's edit a beach style shot. This one was the one that I edited yesterday. I posted yesterday in my Instagram. It's shot at F1.2 ISO 100 1/8000 a second, and I'm gonna edit the one that I haven't edited before. So I'm gonna do one, just choose one from here. So these are nice one also. So let's just edit one for the stone one here. And first of all, I can see a little bit too bright on the body. What I'm gonna do is decrease the exposure first to make sure. This can be very moody also, so let me create a lot of contrast. Highlight save, and then the blacks, increase the black. The white is in the white determine the brightness of the white, so I'm gonna make it almost the same, and I'm not gonna move a lot on the saturation here, just a little bit. Clarity lose a little bit. So in here I'm gonna do the moody tones in here. So I'm gonna tilt up. You can see the tone from the stone is already moody. So you can see the before and after. So as you tilt up this curve, the more higher, the more dark. As you can see the extreme, the black become white. So I just tilt it to a reasonable amount, and then drag back the dark in here so that it has those light tone, like Game of Thrones style fields. And I'm gonna increase back one slightly tag of light. So let me see the preview here, and I'm gonna do the, I don't think I need to edit a lot of split tone in this one because it's already very nice, the tone in here. I'm just gonna leave it. Just make sure it is nice perpendicular to the ground. So this is had a lot nice space in front. Reduce the amount of the this one. Okay, so this is pretty good, and I'm gonna edit. For some reason this a little bit annoy me, so I'm gonna try something just to cover up this one. Maybe here, let's see. So I'm just trying something just to make sure that it has a nice smooth transition, because those subtle things has a lot of effect. I'm gonna do the big brush, undo. I'm gonna do the softening. guess it's fine. I just need a couple more, just to make it smoother. Okay, so that's good, and I can slightly increase the tightness a little bit more. Okay, this is one slightly minor things right there. Just make sure it's clean. Okay, so this is the edit. I'm gonna do the Portraiture 3. So gonna do Portraiture 3 in this one, and next one I'm gonna edit the sit-in one also. So I'm gonna use the base of this one and then edit the sit-in one. So do it here and then save, and then yep, Control E portrait, so export to the full size, and go back to here. I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna edit a sit-in pose in here. So let's see. Yeah, this one is similar to the one that I posted as the video shot. I'm gonna paste so it's too dark in here. So what we can do is increase the dark. Let me see before, after. So before is already very bright. Okay, I'm just adjusting the tone curve a little bit. Okay, come back to here, and then this overall is good. I'm gonna increase back a little bit. This dot right here kind of like annoying. I'm gonna just remove that one. Okay, done. Okay, so I can see there's some purple here. So what I can do is, if I don't want purple in the photo, I can remove the magenta also. Let's see. It might be controlling the red, but that's fine. So what you can do is highlight. If the magenta doesn't match, what I can do is do the saturation -41. So you can do the saturation, less saturation in this one, so that they are not saturated in this part. So that's the advantage of the partial saturation. You can make it not saturated. Yeah, so that's not saturated, so partially, and you can increase the exposure. So that's how you separate the saturation. I'm gonna edit in the Portraiture 3. Okay, so this is just my usual editing process, and this is my pace of the editing. So around, I think it's the first one is around 5 minutes, and then after that it's pretty fast because you just copy and paste the setting. So another set, probably one set 3 photos, around like 12 to 15 minutes for one set of 3 photos. So I'm gonna edit, export to this one, and I'm gonna do the 4:5 and then export this one as well. So 4:5 in this one and then export, use a unique name. Okay, so that's it. Thanks so much for continuing supporting my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.